All right, so last thing I want to make sure you all put in there, and it was something that I was looking at in class the other day that not all of you understood. So what I'm going to do is add some dirt and some grime and some, custom stuff to this to make it feel better. And it shouldn't take that but a couple minutes. So, all right, I'm going to hide all these. Basically, I've got my textures laid out the way I want to. If I want, I can make a folder, say base, this, grab everything and drag it into the folder. Okay, then we're going to make a new layer. I'm going to do fill layer. Now everything's this slate color. So I'm going to turn the color off right now, and then I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to go ahead, turn off the emission. I'm actually, we're not going to use normals, we'll use height. Decide how high you want it to go. Let's say we wanted to buff out this much. And it doesn't look like much has happened at this point, but that's because it's done it everywhere. Once I put a mask on here and say black mask, and then I come in here and draw, you see now there is a detail thing. So what I want to do, if I want to put scratches and stuff in here, I want to do a few things. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to say go to my brushes. I'm going to pull my brushes down here real quick. Go to brushes. I'm going to find something that's kind of scratchy real quick. I'll do scratches. So if we want to do it negative, we do it the other direction, so it's going down, right? And now when I paint inside of here, you can see that I get scratches. Okay, not real super crazy about that one. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm doing a few of them over here and there. I don't really need these to be perfect at this point. It is symmetry, so we're going to see it on both sides. So I've got scratches on there now. So what? What's the big deal? Well, now I'm going to come up to here and say that I want to, so what I want to do is I want to turn on my rough map here, and my rough is usually set down to here. And let's take a look if I turn on my metal and my rough and I do them like they're super shiny. And now it may be hard to see, but that an area inside of there is now shinier. But if I turn this way down and I turn this way up like it's been buffed out or something, then when I roll this over, you'll see this got a different look to it. Then I can add a little bit of color to it. I'll just go black on there and maybe change this to a multiply or something, just to add it in. It's a real subtle detail, but it'll start to add up if I come back into here now and just do like, let's try scratches 4. You see what I mean? So it's getting this scratch information, and it's doing more than just scratching it. It's actually deforming the mesh a little bit, and it's showing the highlights are a little bit different on the object, which is cool. So that's one thing I want to do, and do a little bit better. I mean, make it look like they make sense. Mine are kind of just there, and I guess I could do them really big and turn the brush way down in strength. Up here. So I get this random stuff, but I'm going to do the random stuff a little bit more. And what I might do, actually, let me just do this. I'm going to come in here and go to a nice hard knife. Yeah. And grab this, turn this way down, turn the strength opacity way down. Let's see if we can get it to just be a scratch. If you do it a couple times, now remember, this is based on the opacity, so the opacity of the map is pretty light. So there you go. So now I've got a scratch that's more than just a random scratch, and I could probably make it feel like it came in here a little bit more, make this a little bit bigger, get a crack feel to it. Let me turn this off here. Let's just come in and do a little bit more. We'll come back in here and turn on our color, and we got a nice kind of scratch. Okay, now the next thing you need to do real quick is we're going to put a dirt layer over the top of it, and we're probably going to make multiple versions, so I'm going to put them in a folder. I'm going to call this dirt, like that, and then inside of my dirt layer I'm going to do a fill again. Fill is going to go in the dirt layer in here. Thank you. And then what I'm going to do is change this to be something like, sorry, not height, but my color. I'm going to make it kind of brown. Like that. And then I'm going to put another mask on it, but instead of just the regular mask, I'm going to come in here and say add a generator. And in the generator, I'm going to pick dirt. And what it does is it puts this random dirt splattering all over it. Now, you can say how much of the colors you want to come in by messing with these. So we can say a bunch of ground, or we can put this up a little bit, or we can say the scale of it to make it bigger. And that's probably what I would do. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit, maybe turn on tribe blending. You can see that it bleeds in a little bit more. Okay, so I want to get some big fat dirt first. Pull back the amount so I get some big areas like that. And I could also mask out, we could totally mask out parts of this too, but I'm just doing it for the sake of showing you. Then I'm going to dupe this layer. Totally thinking of something else here. Let me Control D, is it? No. Alt and drag, just like in Photoshop, we'll do it that way. Now I'm going to come back to this dirt. Instead of doubling it up, it's really not what I'm trying to do, as you can see here. What I'm trying to do is actually change the scale to be even smaller, but the amount to be more. And then maybe I'll turn off this, turn the contrast down, and the amount up. So now I've got two different scales of dirt, and I feel like they're more random, is the idea. All right. And I could also, let's say we'll mask out stuff. So the easiest way to do that is put it in here, and we'll say color mask, and we'll pick our color. And again, we'll just pick the glowing eyes, so the eyes don't get messed up by this. Maybe I missed. Pick color. Oh. So I guess what we should do it's funny that it picks, okay, so we got to pick every color but that, or we can just do a fill, and I don't really want to go into that with you right now, but I'll pick this one, I'll pick that one, I'll pick this one. Looks like I got pink, how about blue? Okay, so now I've got a dirty helmet with a bunch of scratches on it, and that's all we're looking for. Real quick to jump in there and do that with some of your stuff and think it through. I mean, I don't mind that it's mirrored right now. That was part of the lesson. But, think about it. If you want it to feel copper, if you want it to feel different, let's take this color right here, and we're going to keep it at normal for now, but we'll come back down to here, and we're going to change this to, let's say, a green color or something like this. Pull this up a little bit brighter here. And maybe this isn't what we want, but we could turn the mask, the dirt mask, edges down. Let's turn the level down. Something like that. Or we could copy this again, Control C, Control V, and then do, instead of dirt, we can get rid of this one. Remove effect, and it's going to be all green. You can come in here and say we're going to add another filter. We're going to add a generator, and on that generator we're going to try to do dripping maybe. Yeah, I kind of like that better. Right? Yeah. So we're going to change the rust spread a little bit. I'm going to turn off the green one below so we can just see that green, and we got the darks again. Let's change this one back to that brown. That. And then we'll turn the Oops, I'm back on that one. I need to be on this one. I'll change this one. Dirt level up a little bit. There we go. Now you put some color in there and it makes it feel even different. So we'll come up to here, we'll go to the dripping rust, and we'll change the amounts of the samples down a little bit. We'll fiddle with some of these things. If you want it to be splotchy, we do it that way. And if we want it to be, you know, smoothie, like it's just color, there we go, kind of like that. Contrast, and maybe just want subtleties here, right? So it's a beat up helmet. Yours doesn't have to be this beat up. I get that some of you guys are working on beautiful things, but I do want it to feel like it's been through at least one fight or something. We could also do, I'm just giving you ideas here. We could do, what else? Well, let's say we don't want it on this area, just on the metal, the silver metal. So how do we do that? Well, we come up to here, we add color selection, and we turn this to black. You see, pick color and turn it down. And now, in theory, we should be getting no green on that. Let's check it on something that we see. Let's make sure. Pick color, we'll pick this one. Do I see green anymore? Nope. Let's undo that one. There it is. Okay. So yeah, we can add or subtract with that option. So let's see, it's only on the silver, so I don't want it on this stuff up here. So let's say pick color, subtract that one. Oops, not that one. Pick color, subtract this one. Pick color, subtract this one. Pick color, subtract that one. There we go. Not crazy about the lighting on this, so let me go change the lighting real quick. Street. It's a little brighter. Put it over into there you go. So now it's got some green on it. Okay, and that's it. I'll talk to you later.